And what was one of like the harder things in starting a business in your 20s? Like what did you find that was a bit challenging that you wouldn't normally consider challenging or you didn't even take into consideration before starting your brand?
I think for me, it was, standing out from the competition. There's, like I said, a lot more bigger companies in a lot of bigger players in my space. So being recognized for who I am, and I think I have a very distinct, very international kind of a aesthetic when you see my stuff. So I think that is also influenced from like my background in New York and in general, all my like travel exposure to all of these, Parisian shows and Milan Fair and all of that. So I feel like I wanted to bring that. And the fact that I'm young and, it's like time for something different to happen while my Indian weavers weave it. You know what I mean? So I think I wanted to kind of, and for me, it was a challenge to kind of bring that new aesthetic to Indian homes. Like a lot of people are just used to having, those Kashmiri motif kind of rugs or, something little ethnic looking. So for them to, think of something very geometric but colorful or something very quirky was not very easy to their palate initially. But I think a lot of people also eventually started appreciating that it was something different and international and like little quirky and warming up to that as I see, from when I started to now. So yeah, that's been good. And I think even for designers to really accept you as, okay, this brand is it's selling you something that is of a good quality, and we should kind of give them a chance to. I think that has been a process. Not, like I said, not everyone's been super welcoming, but there have been so many people where, it's just overwhelming support from so many architects. So I feel, yeah, it's a mix of both.
Yeah. So I don't want to pretend to be the design powerhouse in our office. We have Chavi, Martha, and the team that really looks after and really nurtures the design and creates something fantastic. Pao and I, on the other hand, are looking at the business. And I've never had a business of my own. I would say I'm a first gen architect and entrepreneur. Of course, I have the backing of my family and the support. I've never done accounts before, so shout out dad for making sure I'm able to run my business efficiently, compliance wise, all of those factors. But never learned how to do that before. And I avoid mistakes as much as possible. Of course, you learn from them, uh, but I'm trying to draw in from my mentorship through POW and through my family and through friends to find ways of making sure that the work that I do bring in is represented well by my team, and the work that we do is with all our soul and all our energy. Setting off is always not easy, but I think one piece of advice that I've received was you just gotta go. You can't wait for the perfect opportunity. You can't wait for something to come your way. Not everything is going to be aligned for you. You need to just go. And that's where you learn on the job once you start.
I love that advice.
I agree. I completely agree. And it's funny you said accounts because I feel like as business owners in general, you're like a one man show initially, and it's like, okay, I'm a designer, but I'm also making my own invoices.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing initially. I was also making all of my own drawings, and then I was also coordinating deliveries. So it's like, I think, you lose your ego. You're like, no, this is my business. It's going to be teaching me everything that I need to know. So I think you go with that mindset, that open mindset, that you're not going to be only doing what you like. You're going to be doing all the dirty work as well.
Yeah.